As we all know, MySQL is one of the most used concepts for database management system. And database management system is needed for every company and for every single thing we do, because if you want to track of like whatever you have done in past, for that you have to have your own database. And if you have your own database, you need to have your own database management system to actually manipulate those data. To keep that in our mind, we came up with a tutorial where we are going to talk about how to do the pattern matching technique in MySQL. Before start the tutorial, let me introduce that Great Learning has came up with the idea that is Great Learning Academy, where you will get almost 80 plus free courses, and after complete your course you can claim your certificate as well. And if you want to do these courses in a mobile application, that is also possible using Great Learning app. So let's get started with the tutorial. Now we are going to talk about the pattern matching in SQL. How you can do a pattern matching and how can you say, okay, I have a name called Priya. Okay, so if there is any name called Priya, or if the name contains RIA, so please return me all the details about that. But how can I do that? This is really hectic, or this is really complicated, I feel like. But no, that is very simple using SQL. So let's have a look at how can I do that. So using like command, it's also operator that's used with where clause, obviously, to find the pattern from the database. Right? So let's go to MySQL Workbench and let's have a look at how like basically works. So now let's go to MySQL Workbench. Right. We came over here and we know we have a table called student table. Okay. Now what I need to do, I am going to say maybe first let me just execute this query what we have in our data. Let's have a look at that. Okay. So we came over here and let's have a look at, we have student name called Prakash, Ram and Shama. Okay. Maybe we can add more data to our table and we can try to do like commands, right? So let me just add more data to our table. I'm going to just copy one of them and I'm just going to keep on changing the values. Okay. So here it will be become 4 and maybe it should be Sanjana, and then the course name will be, now we are going to put the course name maybe will be 4, right? And here I'm just going to take the name and the normal @gmail.com will be there. Okay, so this is how I'm going to at least put 5-6 values. For that we can check how it's actually working. Okay, insert and then come back to the next. Okay, so here I'm going to change again. This should be 5 and maybe Jan, Niranjan, maybe. Okay, now I am going to add the name as well over here. So I am going to add some new character to our Gmail to find it out the Gmail as well, right? So if we want to change or if you want to check something from fetching the Gmail name, how can I do that? 6 and this is going to be Chitra. And if maybe I am going to take Control C and this Control V @23. Okay. So basically I am trying to add some new characters, special characters to check how our like commands is going to work, right? Okay. Ranjan, and maybe I'm going to change the course name as well because it's going to, having a same course, different person, it's better to have different course with different person. Okay. 3, 5. And this maybe will be 6. And the last one we are going to change, maybe it will be Tom and maybe 9 and Tom and JD maybe I'm going to write. Yes. Okay, now I'm going to execute all of them. Let's just insert those data to our table. Let me just execute that. Yes, it's got inserted. Now, if we want to check it, how can I check it? Using select star from where? Student table. Okay. Cool. And then I'm going to write the semicolon. Don't forget to put the semicolon, otherwise you will get an error. Now let me do, yes, you can see my data got inserted. Now I am going to write like command. But how can we do that, right? Let's have a look at how can we implement like command. So here we are going to do few things to make you understand how this pattern matching works. Let me just write select, right? Select. So we will start with the checking that how can we do that using select star from the table name student table, and then what I need to do, I need to write the like command. How can I do that? Again, we need to use where clause, where maybe email, right? Like, I want to check with the email, right? First, let's have a start with the basic one. So in the quotation, I'm going to write, maybe if my email is going to start with A, right? And then I'm going to write a percentage and quotation of. But wait, why this percentage we are going to use, right? What's the reason of using percentage? Okay, let me just show you the result. For that you can understand what actually you want to mean by percentage. But there is no email like then something. Okay, so why do we use this percentage sign? So I said if there any email which is starts with A, right, or maybe C, let's have a look at if something have, yes, C I have. Okay, so basically I am going to say over here if there is any email which is start with C, right, and after that there will be anything. Okay, I don't care about after that what is there, but is there any email which is start with C, then please show me that. So either so here you can see we get an email, right, that is start with C, that is chitra@23@gmail.com. So when you are giving this pattern, it's going to check the pattern of the Gmail. So it starts with C and it will not look at after that what you have, right? So it will just going to give you the result for that. Okay, let me just go back to the the previous command we have, the select star from student table. I will show you some other cases. Okay, so here if you can see you have Niranjan 12@gmail.com. So if you want to have a Gmail which have included anywhere 12, right, you just be sure that maybe you got to know somewhere that the student is having some course name, the student name you don't know, student ID you don't know, but there is an email, the student have an email. In this email contains 12 in it, right? So you just need to identify the student, maybe that student is not good and you just want to punish that student, right? So that's not a case normally, but yeah, so in that time you need to write 12, and before there should be a percentage sign and after there should be a percentage sign. But why this percentage sign is before and after? So here basically in the pattern you are saying I just want 12 to be in my email ID. So I don't care in the front what it has, in the last what it has, right? So what I care, I want that the email should contain 12, right? So 12 is the pattern for that email. Yes, you can see I got niranjan12@gmail.com. So what you care about, the email ID consists of 12, right? Now, if you want to use some other cases, maybe you are saying, okay, just a second. Okay, let me just do that. Okay, so maybe you are going to say there is a Gmail called Prakash. Okay, so you want to check Prakash, or maybe you want to take @23. Okay, so or all the cases I have the email called gmail.com. So maybe you want all the email from Gmail, but what the email is belonging from other website like Yahoo or Reddit mail. So in that case, you don't want those mails. Okay, so how can you do that? So in the last, your Gmail will be there. So the last word will be gmail.com, right? So if you want that, what do you need to write? You just need to write percentage before Gmail and then just write gmail.com. Okay, Now let me just, and after that I didn't put any percentage sign because I said if in the last of the mail, if you get gmail.com consists of that particular mail, then please return that. Before that, what we have, I don't care about, but in the last of the mail ID, there should be gmail.com, right? Let me just execute that. So you have over here, you can see we have @gmail.com all the mails. So for that, it's going to return all the like data we have. Maybe here I am going to put one more data which is not gmail.com, right? Control V, and I'm going to write Yahoo. Okay, I'm going to write yahoo.in, right? So I am going to change the number as well. So it should be 10 maybe. Okay, student ID will be 10. Let me just execute that. Yes, and I'm going to check it's already inserted or not. Okay. Okay. Yes, in the last you can see I got @yahoo.com. So I have all total 10, right? Not 10, more than that. Okay. So here I say that my pattern will be @gmail.com. Let's see what we will get. Here you can see I did not get the, yes, you can see Tom and Jerry we have @gmail.com. So here you can see we got the output which is all the @gmail.com. No output with @yahoo.in, right? So this is how our pattern matching works. Okay, so these are the basic part of MySQL you need to have a good idea about. If you don't have a good idea about this basics part, then if you want to go for like doing some other advanced things using MySQL, that time you will face the problems. So yes, that is how we were actually using pattern matching. Now let's have a look at what else we have in our presentation. Let's go back to the presentation. So here we are going to see what is null value in SQL. So when you have a field with null values, then there will be an option for you to insert new record or update a record without adding a value. So basically some of the cases we leave our attributes as null because we want to add some new values to our table or update that, right? So this is how, and this is why we use null value. So let's go back to the MySQL workbench and let's have a look at how actually we can use null value using SQL. So here if we want to put some null values or if you want to use some null values, how can you do that? Because all the cases I have put down all the entries. Now what I want, I am not going to give all the values for my data, right? Let me do that with 1, 2. Okay. Maybe there will be there, but email, I'm not going to provide the email over here, right? Okay, so I'm just going to provide the course name and the student name. Okay, let me just execute that. Yes, it is also inserted. Now what I want to use more of it. So maybe 2, 3 more. The student name will be maybe over here will be Jerry. And the value will be 11, right? And the course will be maybe 1008. Okay, right. So we have inserted few values which that person does not have any email ID. So in that case, if you want to check what are the person you have in your database who does not have the email ID, so that time we are going to use this null value command. But how can I do that? Before doing that, let's check what are the values we have in our student table where the email ID is not there. So you can cross check your command is working or not. So you can see Tom and Jerry, you have this email is null. Okay, now I am going to use the same command over here, that select, then what I want, all the details, start from where? The student table, right? Student table. Then I am going to say where, the where clause, right? Email, my attributes name is what? Email is, and then null, right? So this will be your query. You can say I got it returned 2 value. One is Tom. Tom does not have any email, and Jerry also does not have any email. So this is how our null value concepts works in SQL. In this part, we have talked about one of the most used concepts of MySQL, that is pattern matching. We hope you like the tutorial, and please do let us know in the comment section what you feel about this video as well, and what are the new things you want to learn from us. And before complete the tutorial, let me introduce that Great Learning has came up with a brilliant idea, that is Great Learning Academy, where you will get almost 80 plus free courses, and after complete your course you can claim your certificate as well. And if you want to do these courses in your mobile application, that is also possible using Great Learning app. Thank you so much.